After its debut as weightlifting in the Tokyo 1964 Paralympic Games, the sport, now known as powerlifting, expanded from just male lifters with a spinal cord injury to include athletes with physical impairments that affect their lower limbs or hips, or athletes with short stature. Female powerlifters made their Paralympic debut in 2000. Powerlifting is the ultimate test of upper body strength, and you'll often see athletes lifting more than 3 times their own body weight. Powerlifters are split into 10 different categories based on body weight for each gender. Powerlifting consists of one discipline, a bench press. Unlike the able-bodied sport where athletes use their feet on the floor to assist the bench press, Paralympic athletes lie totally flat on a completely different style of bench. Each competitor has 2 minutes to complete their attempt. When the lifter has the bar under full control, they must wait until they receive the command, start. Then they have to lower the bar in a controlled manner and definitively stop it on the chest. Next, they press it upwards, lock out both elbows simultaneously and hold the bar under control until the referees command to wrap. At least 2 white lights are required, then 3 referees for a good lift. A red light indicates a bad lift. Athletes have 3 attempts, and the winner is the athlete that lifts the heaviest weight. In the 3rd round, 2 weight changes are permitted. The weight change can be higher or lower. No changes are allowed if the lifter has already been called to the platform by the speaker, and or if the bar has already been loaded. To attempt a new record, it must exceed the previous one set by a minimum of 0.5 kilograms. Where a world record is broken during the actual 3 lifts of competition, the 0.5 kilograms does not count towards the competition total, but is rounded down to the full kilogram. The jury may allow a 4th attempt for a world record. This adds suspense to the competition, as a lifter could break the world record but may not win gold. Powerlifting offers a tense and dramatic spectacle where coaches have to be good strategists as their athletes battle to outlift their rivals.
For Group B. Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes competing in the men's up to 59 kilograms category.
So, very good morning. It's day 2 of the Dubai 2021 Powerlifting World Cup, the last big event ahead of the big event of the Tokyo Paralympic Games. We're approaching 10:30 Dubai time, and it's the men's up to 59 kg, which we begin with the first of 3 weight categories today. At 2 o'clock, it's down to 54 kg, and that's followed by the 65 kg event. And as you'll see, we've, in 2 of the 3 events, quite a large field, so we go into a Group B.
Representing Japan, Tomohiro Kuse. The bronze medalist of Bogota.
Hello from Will Downing. So we've got a large geographical spread of athletes in this 59 kg event.
Gold medalist of Bogota 2021 World Cup representing Thailand, Amortep Pongsao. The silver medalist of IGER 2019 World Cup.
Japan well represented as always.
Kazanun. And the 5th place from Nur Sultan 2019 World Champ.
Chile, China, Egypt with the great Sheriff Osman. El Salvador with Herbert Acetano. So we've got some absolutely great competitors in this. Juan Carlos Garrido as well, the reigning Pan Am and America's champion. Sheriff Osman, the world record holder in this, and he is in this. And the junior world record holder too, Ki Young Kai. Sheriff Osman's world record, 211 kg. And we have 8 to go in Group B, representing Kyrgyzstan, Japan, Italy, Japan, Peru, Thailand, and Russia.
The silver medalist from Nur Sultan 2019 World Championships, representing China, Yongkai Ki. And the gold medalist from Manchester 2021 World Cup, representing Nigeria, Thomas Kure. Ladies and gentlemen, the technical officials for the...
So we've got the reigning World, Paralympic, Asian, Pan Am, Americas, and European champions all competing in this. This should be a lot of fun, actually.
The chief referee from Libya, Fathi Lashhab. The left side referee from Yemen, Yasser Mosleh.
And the way the weights are falling, actually a couple of reigning Pan Am champions are in this as Herbert Tino. The champion at 65 is competing in this today.
And the members of the jury from Greece, Iliana Araka. From Egypt, Mahmoud al-Sherbini.
And the countdown's on to the men's 59 kg.
Let the show begin.
And what a show we potentially have for you. 3 weight events today. The afternoon session, Dubai time, 54 kg, 65 kg, but we start at 59.
The bar is loaded for the first attempt representing Kyrgyzstan, and the only junior in this competition, Dovranov Azizbek.
Dovranov Azizbek, or maybe Azizbek Dovranov. It's his first major championship.
15 years old. Tomorrow he's celebrating his birthday.
He is
This will be your birthday gift today.
15 years old. Tomorrow is his 16th birthday. Happy birthday. Let's see how happy it can be.
Applause to Dovranov Azizbek for his first apparition in international competition here in Dubai.
No major championships to his name, obviously, and his first international competition.
One minute.
So for 75 kg, his first lift in an international event.
Lift. That's your first lift.
Lovely.
Congratulations. Well done.
A whiteout for Azizbek Dovranov.
135 kilograms.
It's going to be a lot of fun watching him in major competitions in years to come. So the current Paralympic ranking in the men's 59 kg. Currently in 8th spot, Ali Jawada, Great Britain on 170. We'll keep an eye on that a couple of times during the competition for you.
The bar is loaded for the first attempt representing Japan, Yuya Noda.
Next up for Japan then, Yuya Toda, whose regular coach, national coach, is John Amos. That is not him on stage. With him, he's based in Sapporo. And we saw him for the first time in a major championship at the Worlds in Mexico City in 2017. He finished 20th in that. No mark, unfortunately. He bombed out at the next Worlds and the most recent Worlds in Nur Sultan. But he did have a couple of sixth-place finishes in the Asian Para Games in Jakarta and the Asia Oceania Championships in Kutakyushu in 2018, within a month or so of each other. 135 kg he's going for in this opening event.
1 minute. Good lift.
Lovely, Yuya Toda. Another white out for him and a very good start to the competition for the Japanese lifter, the first of two who we're seeing today.
Loaders, please load the bar for 141 kilograms, rack height 16.
Oh, that's a great start to the competition. 2 white outs for our first two.
The bar is loaded for his first attempt, representing Italy, Paolo Agosti.
For Italy, Paolo Augusti going for 141 in this opening round.
Paolo Agosti was the 7th place ranked in the Manchester
132 he currently has in the Paralympic rankings in this weight category. Best championship result was 5th in the Europeans in Berck-sur-Mer in 2018, the most recent Europeans. 6th in this Faza Dubai World Cup in 2019. So 141 to get underway. Oh yes! Oh yes! 2 out of 3. And that puts him in a very nice position from the start.
141 kilograms, rack height 16.
The man from Gavardo with a bit of bravado.
The bar is loaded for the first attempt, representing Japan, Tomohiro Kuze.
So, for Japan, Tomohiro Kusei, 9th in the Asia Oceania Championships in Kitakyushu. His regular coach is Takeyoshi Akamoto. He's from the Barbell Tomonokai Club. Japan enjoying on home soil the most successful championships ever in Kitakyushu 3 years back. Continental Championship medals with the Paralympic Games in Tokyo to come. So both Kauza and Toda are on 140 in terms of the Paralympic ranking. They're just outside the top 8, but obviously there are an additional 20 qualification slots to be awarded through bipartite commission invitation on a discretionary basis by World Paralifting and the International Paralympic Committee. Anyway, 141, this would be his best of the qualification cycle. This being the last biggie before the biggie, and that is a biggie! A whiteout, 3 out of 3. Wow, this is a cracking start to the morning in Dubai. Well, it's been a really positive start for Kauza and for the rest. For Peru next, attempting 145, Neil Garcia Cheles. So it's only global event today, global championship, the 2008 Paralympic Games in Beijing. No mark in that. And we didn't see him at that level of competition until the build-up to the Pan Ams in Lima, his home city. Finished 8th in the European Open Championships in Berg-sur-Mer, where the prospect of medals open to athletes from outside Europe too. And finished 5th in the Pan Ams. Nice result. So 145 the target. No joy, striking out all 3 against on this occasion. I was looking like the chess sequence from on a championship basis will have a greater indication, as was the case at the last World Championships in Nur Sultan, where the different referees have seen things go wrong. Awantap Pongsai now for Thailand, aiming for 155 in this opening round. Silver in the last Asian Para Games in 2017. The most recent one's due for 2020. postponed for reasons that we all know. Bronze in the 2015 event. Singapore. The Southeast Asian Games, the able-bodied event, which, like the Olympics and the Paralympics, precedes the Asian Para Games. They were right at the end of 2019. So it was decided the Asian Para Games would, on this occasion, be held a few months after, which would have been okay, but then there was a pandemic, and hey, everyone's looking forward to the next one. Next event. Pang Sao, 155. Bit of a struggle, wavering arms. Is he alright though? No. A strikeout for the Thai. And his colleague waiting in the wings.
The bar is loaded for his first attempt representing Thailand, Narong Kasanun.
And here he is. Narong Kasanun going also for 155. Bronze in the Asian Games in 2014. He is the reigning Asian Para Games champion for Southeast Asia. He's won gold in the last two in 2015 and 2017. Fourth in Rio, bronze in Beijing. Best World Championship result, fourth in 2010. That'll do. Two of the three referees satisfied. And that's just what he was looking for.
The bar is loaded for his first attempt representing Russia, Yuri Igorchenko.
So last to go in this opening round in Group B, it's Yuri Igorchenkov of Russia. Fifth in the World Championships in Nur-Sultan. Based in Moscow, Yuri Peganov, his regular coach. Here he comes, Yuri for Russia.
Was the fifth place in Nur-Sultan 2019 World Championships.
Doesn't hang around, does he? 160. Bingo! Thought he was going to be backstage by the time the result came up.
Loader
Nice, very nice.
80 kilograms, rack height 11.
Nothing to worry about. Hopped on stage, and you know what? He actually did have his coach there, but I think his coach, yeah, there he is, just on the side. Ah. Well, you can't beat enthusiasm. He's our leader. Yuri Igorchenko for the 160. Castellan in second with 155. Kosa and Augusti on 141.
His second attempt representing Kyrgyzstan, Dovranov Azizbek.
So here we go again. Azizbek Dovranov. A great first international competition lift. A whiteout in the opening round.
Dovranov is the only junior in this competition.
And aiming for the same at 80 now. Oh, he's got the technique.
80 kilograms in his second attempt, the only junior in this competition. Loaders, please.
Really nice, clean lifting from Azizbek Dovranov on the eve of his 16th birthday. All going well, we're going to be seeing him for a long time, and he's going to be a major competitor for a few years by the looks of it. I mean, that's lovely lifting. That's quite ace, and even by junior standards, he's really young, but
The bar is loaded for
he's got it. He knows what he's doing.
representing Japan, Yuya Noda.
Really smooth, really good to see, and it was really good to see Yuya turn his first lift as well. 135 and a whiteout as well. All three referees happy that it was good and seen to be good. So 141 is second attempt.
1 minute.
So 141. Oh, that's a lot more of a struggle, and he's not going to get that up. 135 last time. That was just noticeably beyond him. So that's something to be sorted out, if it can be, today.
Loaders, please load the bar to 143 kilograms, rack height 16.
That just wasn't going to work out.
The bar is loaded for his second attempt, representing Italy, Paolo Agosti.
Paolo Agosti coming up now. Aiming for 143. We're going to see this attempted a couple of times in this second round. So 143 for Paolo Agosti. Push through strongly, but 2 and against.
Loaders, please load the bar to 143 kilograms, rack height 16. The bar is loaded for his second attempt, representing Japan, Tomohiro Kusei.
Tomohiro Kausa then, for Japan, going for 143. Twelfth position in the World Championships. Well, he's not leaving himself much time at all. 5 seconds remaining. You'll see that from time to time, but not previously from him. Worth waiting for! Oh, yes! Kausa clearing 141 and now 143. That took a while, but he got it spot on. Patience is a virtue.
The bar is loaded for his second attempt, representing Peru, Neil Garcia Trelles.
So it didn't quite go right in round one for Neil Garcia of Peru, who were fine Pan Am Games hosts in 2019. So he missed 145, but he's still going for 150 here. So he's keeping to his plan. So 150 the target. So 150. And this to put him into third place and to get him on the board in the competition. And that's it, yes! Nice quality lift, and he knew himself, I think, that the technical issues from last time had been ironed out.
The bar is loaded for his second attempt.
Super.
Thailand,
Well, that was just great from Neil Garcia. And now for Thailand, Amontep Pongsao of Thailand. Missed 155 last time. It was strikeout. $153 is his lifetime best.
All the best to Amontep in his second attempt to lift 155 kilograms.
His best ever competitive lift, and he got that one absolutely right. Really good movement.
160 kilograms, rack height 11.
Nice clean press sequence.
The bar is loaded for his
Just
second attempt, representing
super.
Thailand,
That's exactly what he was aiming for. So Pongsao goes into second place, and his Thai teammate Naron Kasanun drops to third for now. 155 in round one, this targeting 160. $172 is lifetime best in this division, 175 all told. Kasanun's Tokyo target is not in this weight division, but the next one up, 65 kg. He's lying 11th in that, 7 kilos off, but there may be an additional qualification slot for him. All of that to come clear in the next couple of months. He's not in an automatic qualifying place anyway. 160 this second attempt of his. And 2-1 going against. So Kassanen stays in third place. Thailand 2 and 3 right now, with Russia's Yuri Igorchenkov leading. Just didn't seem stable at the top in the end.
The bar is loaded for his second attempt representing Russia, Yuri Igorchenkov.
So, Yuri Igorchenkov for Russia. 160 in round 1. This targeting 168. And again, straight onto the bench, although he's allowed his coach a bit of time to join him on this occasion. 161 is his lifetime best all told. And that's a good lift. And there you go, his best ever competitive lift by a long way. It's a whiteout. It's brilliant.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the third round of this competition. And Yuri Igorchenkov is...
So third and final round, and Azizbek Dovranov has been just brilliant so far. He's lifted 75, he's lifted 80, and now going for 83 in this third and final round.
The bar is loaded for his third and last attempt representing Kyrgyzstan, the 16 years old Dovranov.
Igorchenkov leads after 2 rounds by a good distance, 13 kilos out of Pongsao and Kassanen. That 168 was quite something else.
Dovranov is the only junior in this event. This is his first attempt.
So Azizbek going for 83. He's the only junior in the competition.
83 kilograms. That will be his birthday gift tomorrow.
Well, he has every right to be delighted with what he's achieved today.
Well done, Dovranov.
Even more so now. Another whiteout. He's had 3 of those. He's 3 for 3. It's been a perfect morning for Azizbek Dovranov.
Loaders will load the bar to 144 kilograms. 9.
The top junior. Top lifting. Got everything right. Came in at the right weight and then kept advancing excellently.
The bar is loaded for his third and last attempt representing Italy, Paolo Agosti.
So Paolo Auguste missed out on 143 in the previous round, round 2, going for 144 now. It's already set a new lifetime best, all-time lifetime best, across all categories of 141. which has put him up to 10th in the Paralympic rankings. In this category, his main category is the one lower down, 54 kg. He's 12th in the standings in that, and he is eligible for different categories on the Tokyo pathway. So 144 then, having had his heaviest ever lift in round one. That is a real struggle. Well, he went for another lifetime best. He's gone for 3 lifetime bests today. That is a strikeout. Wasn't able to get a fully raised, but still he got 141 this morning, so that really, you can't ask for anything more than that. He added 9 kilos onto his best ever competitive lift. And I mean, you'll note there's a big element of disappointment. Perhaps in training he's achieved it or come close to achieving it. But not here, not on this stage, but still 141 is a very tidy result for him. He lies in 6th place. And here comes Yuya Toda for Japan. 144 is target. Got 135 in the opening round. Missed 141, but he is sticking to his plan. 144. So 144 for Yuya Toda. Needs to get comfortable. He still has a decent amount of time. Too much. Too much for Toad, I'm afraid. 140. His lifetime best, and it stays that. Having missed 141, having missed 144. And he stays in 7th. Just couldn't get it raised. The weight was too much, and actually we were saying that about the 141 in the previous round, but he still decided to go higher. Him and his team didn't work out. 135 for Toda, his best of the day. That just wasn't getting lifted, I'm afraid. Can't beat a bit of ambition though. So Tomohiro Kausa now of Japan. 141 and 143. He's cleared in this for 145. Has already beaten his all-time lifetime best twice today. Started at 140. In terms of PB this morning, beat that with his first lift of 141. Slight increment to 143 and got that. Same again at 145. Driving through, and the two Japanese lifters have been very careful of their time management. They've left a lot of time on the bench, and on this occasion Kausa has missed out, but he's still had the two best lifts of his competitive career. 2 and against on that, he finishes on 143. So Kausa remains in his position in terms of the Paralympic ranking. He's just outside the top 8.
The bar is loaded for his third and last attempt, representing Peru, Neil Garcia-Trelles.
Spent a large amount of time contemplating, anticipating how it was going to work out, and work out it almost did. Neil Garcia of Peru, fantastic in that previous round when he lifted 150, outpoured the emotion. There might be more coming here. Let's see if he can make it work. He matched his lifetime best in the previous round. Tried to add a further 6 kilos to it, 156. His coaches, Miguel Rojas and Neolanis Suarez. So 156. That's a struggle. That's not going to happen, I'm afraid. He finishes on 150, and that currently leaves him in 4th position. Bit rueful. Bit of a leap from 150, an extra 6 kilos in the bar, and that was just 6 kilos too far. Yeah, wasn't going to get fully raised. Pity, but that's top-level competitive sport for you. Amantor Pungsao for Thailand. 2 successful attempts. Second attempt successful at 155. First wasn't. Going for 158 now. The twice Asian Para Games medalist from Bangkok. Going for another new lifetime best, having scored 155 in the previous round. Well, he's only, yeah, he's been able to stop the clock. There's readjusting of the rack that's required. Not to his precision. Rack height supposed to be 14 for this, or at least on our list.
The clock is restarted to 3 minutes for Amontep Bongsao.
So technical stop on this.
The ball is loaded again for Amontep Bongsao.
So he can pre-prepare. Pongsao due to go on 158, Kazanun 163, and Igor Chenkov then 175. So Pongsao can start again. And with the rack readjusted, he gets the option and the discretion to start from the start, so the clock reset. So 3 minutes allowed now. Probably won't need all of it, but he got underneath the bar. Well, he pushed through. Not quite 2 and against. It was a valiant try. So he remains on 155. That's still a lifetime best anyway. And he is in the second position in this Group B. With bigger weights to follow. So as has been the case all competition, the two Thai teammates always come out one after the other, just in terms of the weights they've been going for. Pongsao with 1 successful lift out of the 3 at 155. Kazanun coming next. 1 successful lift from his 2 to date at 155.
The bar is loaded for his third and last attempt representing Thailand, Narong Kazanun.
So Kazanan, the reigning ASEAN Para Games Southeast Asian champion. The last 2 games in a row. Leaves in Hanoi. And note there was no Thai team who actually went to the Asian Championships in 2015, so it has reduced his resume by a medal. He'd actually won bronze in the Asian Games in 2014 for all of Asia. Seventh in the Asia Oceania Championships in Kitakyushu in 2018. What a nice place that was. It's actually been a regular stop on the World Rugby Sevens Tour as well, right by where the team hotel was, the main football and rugby stadium in the city. Mm, 163, his third attempt. That's a nice, powerful lift. He likes it, do they? Unfortunately not. 2-1 against him. Nice try by Narong Kasanan. 163, having cleared 155, even though he missed 160, he still decided to go up, still decided to go higher. His lifetime best in this weight category is 172, all-time 175. Didn't get it. Tough luck. So to round off Group B, it is Yuri Igorchenkov, 160 and 168. He's cleared so far. (2015) was his major championship debut at the Europeans in Egger, and he'd no mark there. And we didn't see him re-emerge until the World Championship in Nur Sultan, where he was 5th. So targeting 175 here, which is 14 kilos ahead of his lifetime best from prior to the competition. He's been an ace so far. It's been great to see. Oi, oi! 2 out of 3, there you go. 3 from 3. And that is a nice, solid standard to set going into Group A. That was just brilliant. So, in one morning, he's added 14 kilos to his lifetime best. So that matches the 5th best weight in the Paralympic rankings. Not on that pathway. It hasn't been in enough events, but hey, in this event he's been great. 175. That might well hold the lead for quite a while. Pongsao 155, Castellano 155, second and third respectively. But hey, how good was that? That was marvelous. That was entertainment actually from Yuri Igorchenkov. That's a really, really good lifting overall. Stanislav Shakiev we will see next. He's in Group A, doesn't have a mark yet. That was a really enjoyable Group B. Let's see how Group A stands up now. Stanislav Shakiev is on his way for Kazakhstan. Shakiev aiming for 157. Only one major championship to his name, that the Worlds in 2019 in Nur Sultan when he was 17th. 6th in the Ego World Cup 2 years ago in Hungary. Lives in Kicilloridă. Lifetime best in all weight divisions of 160. In this itself, 122, which will lend the thought to that he hasn't competed in this weight division very much. But he's here today. 157 for Stanislav Shakiev of Kazakhstan. Very good host they were in Nur Sultan, and obviously, as is usually the case, when a country is hosting a championship, it allows a lot more of their athletes onto the world stage and a chance to capitalize and compete more. Then, after that, Shakiev 2-1 against them on this occasion.
The ball is loaded for his first attempt representing Poland, Mariusz Tomczyk.
Concentration. For Poland, Mariusz Tomczyk. Silver in the most recent Europeans in Berkshire, bronze before that in Eger in 2015, silver in Alexin in Russia in 2013. From start, Wrocław. Lives in Bielawa. No mark in the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. 4th is best Paras result in Beijing in 08. Right in the middle of 2 World Championships where he finished 4th as well. And he turned 50 last month. Still here, still competing, still competitive. 160 his first round target. 180 his lifetime best. So he is in line, aiming for top 8 spot of the Paralympic ranking. He is eligible to compete for a spot in Tokyo through this competition. So 160. Slow, but clean. 2 out of 3 in his favor. 160. Nice. Goes second behind Igorchenkov. I have a feeling Igorchenkov may well stay in the medals for quite a while. Obviously depends how successful our 3 heaviest lifters go in this Group A in the first round.
The ball is loaded for his first attempt representing Greece, Paskalis Kolomopoulou.
For Greece, Paskalis Kolomopoulou. 161 his target, 179 his lifetime best. So this is his main division in terms of the Tokyo qualifying route, and he's 4th in that, having lifted 179. But this is 161, so he's starting a good chunk lower. The reigning European champion from Thessaloniki, coached by Dimitris Ioannidis. Busy time in the Paralympic and Olympic scene. Greece has been staging a big water polo tune-up event in Athens in their Olympic Park in the past week. People who usually won that did win that. And 161 for Kolomopoulou in his bid for medals here. It's a whiteout. It's all good. And he goes into second place. Straightforward. He's gone a lot heavier than that this season. In this qualifying cycle, he could go a lot heavier today.
The bar is loaded for the first attempt, representing El Salvador, Herbert Aceituno.
So the Pan Am champion for El Salvador, Herbert Aceituno. Central American Games champion in 2018 as well. And the Americas Championship in 2018 in Bogota, silver in that. Jorge Lopez, his coach. Who will always say may not necessarily be the person on stage with him. Pan Am champion at 65, by the way. Juan Carlos Garrido, who we'll see very soon. Pan Am champion at this. So Aceituno going for 175, which would be a new lifetime best in this weight division. 182 he has lifted overall. This is his main weight category. In terms of targeting Tokyo, 172, and he's in 7th place in that table. So this would push him up to match Dauda and Kara. But he would stay in 7th on the Para Road! And he's on that road solidly. It's a whiteout, 3 white lights, 3 out of 3. Aceituno. Oh, that's great. 175 matches Igorchenkov from earlier. Goes second on the head-to-head in body weight. Igorchenkov is 2 kilos lighter in body weight. But Aceituno is up and running brilliantly.
For next attempt, representing Chile, Juan Carlos Garrido.
Juan Carlos Garrido from Chile, the reigning Pan Am champion himself, the reigning Americas champion. No mark in Rio at the Paralympic Games, took a 15-month break off the back of that then. Gold in the last 2 Pan Ams, gold in the last 2 Americas championships. And he regularly competes in the Open events in other continents, silver in the European Open in Berg-sur-Mer in 2018, bronze in the Asia-Oceania Open Championships in Kitakyushu later that same year. So 180. Garrido's lifetime best is 187. He is lying second in the Paralympic rankings. We will see him in Tokyo. There's not much doubt about that. Ooh, he's missed out. 2 and against. Well, his reaction, his speed suggested that he thought he'd had that. And 1/3 of the referees agreed with him. The other 2 didn't, though.
The world record for this competition is 211 kilograms, achieved by Sharif Osman from Egypt in Rio Paralympic Games in 2016.
Garrido holds the Americas record set. Oh, it was in the Rio World Cup, actually, at the start of 2016. the karaoke arena, that 186. He's missed out 180 here. The junior world record holder, Ki Young Kai, 185. His opening round target. The reigning Asia Oceania champion, the World Championship silver medalist in Nur Sultan. The junior and senior Asia Oceania champion of that junior world record. So 185. .195 is his lifetime best. .211, the world record in this from Sheriff Osman, who is top of the Paralympic rankings as well. Of course he is. Oh, hold on. Now, that was a bit unexpected, especially for him. That did not go according to plan at all. Well, great work by the spotters. This was completely unexpected and a bit of a scare. And he's gone much higher than that in the past. But, well, when you're on the bench, each time is a unique occasion. Thomas Kure from Nigeria, aiming for 186 in this opening round for Nigeria. We've not seen him in a major championship before. 187, his lifetime best. Let's see how he does here. Great to see, as usual, a nice representation from Nigeria, one of the top powerlifting nations. What great stories they've given us in this sport and in power sports at recent Paralympic Games. So aiming for 186. This to go into the gold medal position straight away. Oh, yes! We have a new leader, and by a long way. Kure, 11 kilos heavier than our previous leader, Igor Chenkov, who's knocked down into second finally. Once in a blue moon, we'll have a medalist out of Group B, and at the moment we still do. But no longer in gold. Thomas Kure for Nigeria, 186, and that was splendid. That was just nice. So at the end of the opening round in Group A, Thomas Kure, 186, in the gold medal position for Nigeria. Igor Chenkov in the silver medal mark for Russia, 175, along with Atituno of El Salvador in bronze with the same mark.
Is the gold medalist from Bangkok 2021 World Cup. He was not successful with the first attempt. Wish him the best.
So 175 is the entry level into the medals right now. 157 for Shakiev, who came really close to lifting this in round one, but didn't. Lifetime best 160. This was really close to it, and he was immensely close to being successful last time. Now he is! There you go! 2 out of 3. Bingo! Well, that puts him well on the board now. I think it puts him into 6th place. It does. Close to his best lift of all time. Well, Mariusz Tomczuk has been really successful for Poland time and again. The relaxation techniques are well in train. A calm Sunday morning. Going for 165. He cleared 160 earlier. .180 man in his career. Now this is his division, I was saying, in terms of the Paralympic ranking. 170 is a spot for Ali Jouad of Great Britain. The 8 lifters all of different nationalities, so that's not anything that applies in terms to this category. So 165 for Tomczuk.
1 minute.
That is a struggle, I'm afraid. Not this time. No lift for Tomczuk. It's a strikeout, but he has at least got the 160 from the previous round, so there won't be a bombing out.
The bar is loaded for the second attempt, representing Greece.
Beyond him this time. Just couldn't get it raised at all, so well, we'll see what that does for round 3. When it comes back, presumably at the same weight. Kulamoglu for Greece, who cleared 161 in the opening round. Now he has gone quite heavier than this previously, 179. He is 4th in the Paralympic ranking, so we're liable to see him in Tokyo, targeting 170 here to go just outside the medals. He is lying 4th anyway.
Can make it, Pascalis.
Good, powerful stuff. That's all good. 170 for Kulamoglu. He stays in 4th position. He's 5 kilos away from the medals. That was just fab from Pascalis Kulamoglu. Well, he's not European champion for nothing. 5th in Rio, that is best global championship result. Here goes Herbert Asitanu now, 176. He's only added 1 kilo onto the bar from the previous round, the Pan Am champion at 65. He was also voted the top male athlete, full stop, in Lima. The first ever El Salvadorian athlete in any sport at a Paralympic Games. This would put him into the silver medal position outright here. It's his best ever lift anyway in this weight division. 182 is his all-time best. Now this will put him 5th for certain in the Paralympic rankings. Above Dauda of Nigeria and above Bruno Cara of Brazil, if he gets this. So you can see why he's only adding a 1 kg onto the bar. And he will also overtake Igor Chenkov now if he gets this. As if there was a doubt, a whiteout for Herbert Asitanu. Well, that puts him into the silver medal position here, and it puts him 4th in the Paralympic rankings. It puts him 5th, should I say, just behind Kulamoglu, who he leads here. Kulamoglu has lifted 3 kilos heavier than him overall. He's above Dauda and Kara, though. And, well, Tokyo's looking really good for him.
The bar is loaded for his second attempt representing Chile, Juan Carlos Garrido.
And a great lift, full stop. So for Chile, Juan Carlos Garrido, I have a feeling I slipped into the local pronunciation we have for the country in my part of the world. Sorry about that. For Chile, Juan Carlos Garrido missed at 180, going for it again. The Pan Am champion. And he's lifted 185 to be second in the Paralympic ranking in the road to Tokyo. This for 180. We will see him there. But this to get on the board here, to go into the silver medal position. So 180 for Garrido. Ooh, same again, same again. He was absolutely convinced that he nailed that. And it is 2-1 against. Say Levy, he's in a bit of danger of bombing out, I'm afraid. His first 2 lifts haven't been given the seal of approval on stage from the referees. 2 of them anyway. It was that situation where he'd produced no mark, where, I mean, the phrase wasn't used at the time in Rio, where he'd bombed out. That was his first Paralympic Games in 16 years. You remember, he'd been out of the sport for quite a long time. Right through the noughties. Ki Yongkai now for China. Well, there was that really unfortunate moment in the opening round when he just couldn't get the bar raised at all. And he was used to this weight. and he's actually added 1 more kilo to it. This would be the lead for Ki Young Kai at 186. He'd go level with Thomas Kure, but on the head-to-head and body weight, he's a couple of kilos lighter and a half.
minute.
186 for Ki Young Kai. He has it. Well, he's got it raised at the very least. The cleanliness of it's a different matter, to and against. But he got it raised. It was a big issue with that 185 for him. The 186, well, like Garrido, he's in a bit of danger of bombing out and registering no mark. I mean, 195 he's lifted. World Championship silver. Previously for him. But a bit of bother here. Now, final attempt. Here is our leader. Final attempt of round 2. It is Thomas Kure.
All the best to Thomas Kure. 186 was very easy lift for him.
.195. It's a nice big leap in terms of attempt. Well, this would be a lifetime best by 8 kilos.
Come on, Thomas. 1 minute.
Steady does it. He got it raised at least. Oh, it's 2 and against. Wow, that was a really good feat.
This was the last attempt for the second round.
Bit more tidiness and he'll be okay. Got it up. That 186 from the opening round.
63 kilograms.
Only Sheriff Osman has lifted
After 2 rounds from
heavier than that. In terms of the Paralympic rankings at least,
186 kilograms.
Kure from first glance hasn't been in enough events, so he's not on the Tokyo pathway, can't qualify for Tokyo this way. But he's our man in pole position here. He leads Asitano by 10. Kure in the gold medal position for now. Asitano in second place and Igorchenkov in third.
Representing Kazakhstan, Stanislav Shakiev.
Third and final round. Shakiev, a lovely lift in round 2 of 157, going for 163 here. And this would be a new lifetime best. So Shakiev for Kazakhstan. This would put him 5th. He's currently 6th. No joy though. No lift. 2, 1 again, so he stays in 6th position. Well, no worries about getting the bar raised. It was probably just on the press sequence, not quite under control and steady once it had reached the top, reached the lock. Mariusz Tomczuk for Poland. Missed out in the previous round at 165 and going for it again. The European silver and bronze medalist, 2 silvers, 1 bronze, across the last 3 Euros. So 165. Eight World Championships under his belt by this stage, and his first Paralympic Games, Sydney 2000. He's been around a while. Been around actually since his late 20s in terms of the biggest events in powerlifting. And he's still around. That's not going to work out today, I'm afraid. 160 he finishes on. He has lifted 162 this campaign. This is his category. In terms of the Paralympic rankings, he's 9th behind Ali Jawad as the top 8 who get the nod. There may be another way to Tokyo for him. But Tomczuk just misses out at 165. He's had a couple of stabs at it, but no luck, but successful in the opening round with 160.
The bar is loaded for his 3rd and last attempt for the 3rd place, representing Greece, Paschalis Kouloglou. Paschalis is in the 3rd position at the moment.
Kouloglou, who's cleared 161 and 170. He is 4th in terms of the Paralympic ranking with 179, but he's only adding 2 kilos to the bar. Only by his standards. The European champion.
His best performance is 179. Now he's weighing with 172 kilograms.
For 172, and it would keep him in 4th place. Igorchenkov still in the bronze medal position on 175, the best lifter in Group B. Nope, afraid not. Maybe that's why they only added 2 on. Felt that anything more would have been too tricky. Well, he finishes on 170, and that's 4th position for now. He's given it a good whirl today.
Loaders, please load the bar to 180 kilograms, rack 8-4.
That was not going to happen. And the spotters, on the rare occasion when a lifter's gone in way too heavily, on the spot. Literally.
The bar is loaded for the 3rd and last attempt, representing El Salvador, Herbert Aceituno.
So 4 lifts to go in this competition. Herbert Aceituno currently in the silver medal position, and this to defend that. There's still Garrido, there's still Key, who can knock him out of the medals full stop. He's got 175 and 176, going for 180 now. The Pan Am champion at 65. So if he gets this, he is now 5th in terms of the Paralympic ranking, and this is his designated, or at least his main category, his category 1 in terms of that. If he gets this, he goes above Kulamoglu, up into 4th in the Paralympic ranking. I think one way or another we're going to see him in Tokyo anyhow, at the Paralympic Games. Lots of time. 180. This would be his best ever lift at this weight division, and 182 is his best of all time. Oh, yes. And he had a tentative look across. He may have felt that the wobbles right at the end might have betrayed. Perhaps it might not have been under control, but he had enough control. He did enough. He did everything. He made it work. And Asituno now goes 4th in the Paralympic ranking table. This is the last top event before Rio. The silver medal defense at the moment is good.
181 kilograms.
Ki Young Kai with that 195, lying in 2nd position. Garrido up there.
The bar is loaded for his 3rd and last attempt, representing Chile, Juan Carlos Garrido.
But Asituno with that 180 has got himself higher up in the board.
Big applause to Juan Carlos. Vamos, can make it. Juan Carlos is trying for his 3rd attempt with 181 kilograms.
Juan Carlos Garrido aiming for 181. He's missed out of 180 in the last couple of rounds. He was going for 181 because the body weight is slightly heavier than Asituno, so if he goes for 180 as he has done, then in the head-to-head Asituno takes it. Garrido 181, technique-wise immensely close. With his first 2 lifts, there were 2 and against.
1 minute.
So 181 for Garrido. Do they like it this time? They love it this time, and so does he! That puts him up into the silver medal position. Asituno knocked to bronze, and Igochenkov out of the medals now. A whiteout. And it's all right on the night for Garrido. He will be in the medals no matter what.
Bar is loaded for the 3rd and last attempt, representing China, Yongkai Ki.
That's where we are in the qualification pathway.
Yongkai Ki with 186 kilograms. This is the last attempt. You can make it.
So Key is currently second on that pathway with that 195. So 186 he's missed out on in the previous round. Only just 185 he missed out on by a bit of a distance. So 186's target here to get on the board. Avoid a bomb out. And to get into the gold medal position. He would match Kure on the head-to-head and body weight. He'd go into the gold medal spot. This, for now, for the title. He's got it raised. How close is he? Oh, yes! He leaps up from nowhere to gold. 186 for Ki Young-kai. And that's really putting it up to Thomas Kure now.
Young-kai is in the first position right now. The same lift as Thomas Kure from Nigeria.
Last one was 2-1 against. This one 2-on-4. And Ki Young-kai, it's not his heaviest lift of the season, but you remember the trouble he had with 185 in round 1, and the spotters had to intervene, and now he's produced a gold medal lift, potentially. And there's only one man and one more lift that can prevent that from happening. It's Thomas Kure from Nigeria.
We're making 195. The gold medalist from Manchester 2021 World Cup is trying to rise 195 kilograms. You can make it, Thomas.
So Kure 195, aiming for the gold.
1 minute.
For a new lifetime best as well. His previous best 187. He's giving it socks all right.
No lift.
Oh, tough luck. 2-1 against again. And it is silver for Thomas Kure. And Ki takes the gold.
The bronze medalist is Juan Carlos Garrido from
The top two both lifted 186.
representing China.
Garrido and Ki both leaping into the medals right at the end, having missed out in the first two rounds. But they avoided bombing out.
For this competition will be at
They'll be on the podium later. Kure the silver, having led throughout. Ki jumps up for the gold. Garrido in third.
for this morning. We will resume later at
What an exciting finish.
the men.
Ki wins it 186. Ahead of Kure, the head-to-head on body weight. Ki slightly lighter. Kure the silver, Garrido the bronze. Asatino pushed out into fourth. And Igachenkov from Group B was in the medals right until the final 5 minutes. How unfortunate. What a great competition. Well, those of you having a good look at the qualification pathway. Sheriff Osman, 206 leading the way in that. Top 8 positions for Tokyo. Other qualification slots to be awarded on discretionary basis by World Paralifting and the International Paralympic Committee. Asatano has done his hopes the world of good. Up into 5th in the rankings there. Garrido's 3rd in that. Dauda for Nigerian 7th. A lot of fun on the way in Tokyo, as always. So now, afternoon session will be coming up next That's 1400 Dubai time, 1000 GMT, 12 midday Central European time. Any other time zones you can look up yourself. It's in roughly 2 hours time for the men's 54 kg and 65 kg. Join us then.
gender equity